Hey, it's John LBF Little Blue Ford, and I got Paul and Michaela, and working on Dad's Ranger here. Gotta do rear bearings and seals. So we already got it on jack stands. We've got the differential opened up. I gotta put it in neutral, and we have to spin it because this cross pin needs to come out, and there's a bolt, but it's on the other side. And after the cross pin's out, we can pull the C-clips and pull the axle shafts out so we can do the bearings and seals. So we'll get that done in a minute here. And I want to show you something else. So I bought repair bearings and seals. This is for the Ranger. It works on the 7.5 and the 8.8. For the AutoZone door last, it's TRP 1563 TAV. And what they do is they move the bearing surface out and the outer seal out on the axle shaft. The problem with these is they have this inner seal that doesn't allow gear oil to get to the bearings. So if you don't remove this seal, then you'll end up burning up the bearings and seal on the outside. So I've got these two prepped. You can also use a regular bearing and seal, but I'm not sure about the condition of this axle, so I decided it might be best just to move it out. So, but we'll check. I'll show you guys when we get it torn apart. Yeah. So, hang on. We're going to get some stuff done. Alright, so it's been rotated. I've loosened the retaining pin. So now we can get the cross pin dropped out, and then we can work on getting the axle shafts out. Alright, so we've removed the pesky bearing and seal, but we still got the race in there. It doesn't want to come out, so we're on the plan B with the welder. Because I was asked what plan B is. Well, this is it. We're going to weld this. I stuffed a piece of fire blanket in the end of the axle tube to contain all the messy bits, and yeah, here we go. This is how this works. One smoky bearing. Done. Alright, let it cool off, clean it up, put it back together. Hey, you blinked. Just kidding. It started to get dark. We were in a hurry. Ended up having to change the game plan a little bit. We ended up using one repair bearing and going and getting a regular bearing and seal, because the one repair bearing scarred up the shaft a little bit, so didn't have another shaft handy and just kind of made it work, but couldn't get the fill plug out, so it's been moved down here near my shop so I can get at it with the torch. I'm going to try heating with the torch, see if I can get it out. If that doesn't work, I'm going to weld the bolt in to the plug, and that should get it out. Also, apparently the rear drive shaft U-joints are toast, because when I went to move it, I got squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. and it was echoing in a hollow tube. And I know that's a distinctive sound of a bad U-joint. So it's down here. We'll get to work on it. I'll try to bring you guys along. TC, Shop Cat's coming to say hi. Hey, big cat. Anyway, F-150, I got the hood open. I think while I'm at it, I'm gonna see, I should have a bolt somewhere. I need to round up a bolt for this, because this is getting dumb. So I'll throw a bolt in that real quick. Get to work on the on Dad's Ranger here. So hang on, be right back. Alright, so we're under Dad's Ranger. Let me see if I can explain this. I was trying to find a place to put you guys where you could see this and wouldn't be in my way, but yeah, just not quite enough room under here. So we're trying to get this fill plug out. It's been rounded out and it's stuck. So this is a grade 8 1/2-inch bolt, kind of a junky, scrappy bolt. So I've cleaned it up. I'm going to stick it in here, like so. And without the cat's help, I'm going to try to weld around this as much as I can and build it up a bit. Once I get a bunch of heat dumped in there and this bolt welded in, I'm going to go put a ratchet on it and get that unscrewed out of there, hopefully. So I'm going to get the welding and then I'll show you the end result, since I don't have a good way to let you guys watch. So hang on. Alright, there it is. It's sloppy, it's ugly, but it's out. So yeah, get things cleaned up here, get that rear axle filled. I gotta get the new U-joints in the rear drive shaft. That's over here. Gotta clean those up yet. I got the ends there. So I will record getting the U-joints in there, maybe some of the cleaning up, but yeah. That was plan C for getting that fill plug out. Worked like a charm. And yeah. Plan B was a torch. That didn't quite work because it rounded off then. Plan C, we'll weld a bolt in there. It'll come out. So hopefully that helps somebody. But yeah, be right back. Alright, I'm going to clean these up in here. Neighbor showed me this trick using a Dremel with a little cutting disc. And you just work it around in there, so I figured I'd share. Not looking to really grind it out, just kind of clean it up. Of course, these ones are particularly bad. rust belt problems, you know. I think the regular abrasive discs work better than this reinforced one, but I don't have any regular ones on hand right now, so. Alright, I'll do the same to the drive shaft, and I'll get the joints knocked in these, and then go put them in the drive shaft, get back in the truck. While I'm at it, sit down on the bench here somewhere. I have this worn little flapper sanding drum. I'll use that inside here just to knock any rust out. I'm not trying to remove any material because we still need a snug fit. I'm just trying to clean the rust out. And I removed the U-joints with a torch. They were stuck in there pretty bad. The clips were pretty bad. Couldn't get most of them out. So I just took the torch and cut the cross, and that left the caps in. You just drive them towards the center with a punch. Real easy, you know, rust belt things. But yeah, I'll hurry up and get these joints knocked in here, and we'll move to the drive shaft. Alright, so I made a whole separate little video for this. This is the shift motor out of the Ranger. I think I might have mentioned that already. I did go and test this for operation. I pulled this off. I'll drop the clip of what that looks like with this all tore apart. And we're going to get this installed and checked. Alright, so it's not started, but we're in two-wheel drive. Neutral. Bingo. One fully functional shift motor. Thanks for watching.